Good afternoon. My name is Doug Phillips, and I'm the Director of Research and Development for Cerebral Health. I'm coming to you from Jupiter, Florida, and today I want to talk a little bit about brain nutrition and some of the foods that we can eat to help increase attention span, concentration, and overall brain health. The first area of foods that I would like to talk about is microgreen algae, and particularly talking about spirulina and chlorella as two exceptional sources of nutrition for the brain, and ones that if one can integrate into the diet, it is an exceptional way to try to integrate nutrients for the brain for development and for growth and for essentially individuals for all ages. The main reasons why chlorella and spirulina are really good for the brain is due to the fact that they have omega fatty acids in them. DHA and EPA are two fatty acids that are critical to brain health and development, and both of which need to be derived from the diet in order to help the brain grow, to develop, and to process information. Another food that is exceptional for the brain is fish, particularly cold water fish. And many people eat salmon, and tuna are really high in omega fatty acids as well. Like chlorella and spirulina, the cold water fish, including salmon, will provide the brain with essential DHA and EPA and fatty acids and protein, which will help the brain develop as one matures and throughout life. One of the areas that is really important for brain health and for brain nutrition is protein. And something to keep in mind if you happen to be vegetarian is to have enough protein in your diet. If you need to eat quite a bit of soybeans to make sure that you're eating enough protein, but it's essential to brain health and nutrition to consume a fair amount of both the omega fatty acids that I was referring to earlier, but also sufficient amounts of protein to facilitate neurogenesis and protecting of neurons as well. Other areas of brain nutrition that are important to keep in mind is fresh vegetables. Green vegetables that have been recently picked or ones that you find in the grocery store. Organic is certainly good to consider as well, but we're looking for quality as much as we can in our foods. And the leafy green vegetables and virtually any fresh vegetable can help in one way or another to enhance and to increase brain health. Another food group that is very important and critical to brains is nuts and seeds. Flax seeds and walnuts are both high in DHA and omega fatty acid content, and both flax seeds and walnuts are very good for the brain. And if you can try to eat healthy snacks such as walnuts or other kinds of nuts that have some sort of nutritional content rather than various kinds of chips and other foods that may not provide any health whatsoever to the brain and may be deteriorating or further deteriorating brain processes due to the high carbohydrates and low nutritional content in some foods. It's important that we realize the critical nature of the kinds of foods that we eat and how they affect our mental well-being. If we don't eat properly, it can have a range of effect on our mental well-being. We may experience lapses of severe depressions. We may have various kinds of mood changes that we may not particularly enjoy or like. We may have lapses in judgment and not be able to process some of the environmental stimuli that we're being presented with. And we need to be careful about what we're ingesting and trying to eat the most quality foods that we can on a regular day-to-day basis. I would certainly encourage people to try to eat at least one serving of fish a week, to eat fresh fruits and vegetables on a daily basis, to try to avoid snacks that are devoid of nutritional content, and to also consider limiting fast food consumption. And the final area I simply wanted to talk about briefly is just the kinds of drinks that we are drinking on a day-to-day basis. I would encourage many people that are thinking about improving their brain health to drink fresh juices, preferably ones that are 100% juice, and it's important to take a close look at the labels to make sure that they are juices and not mixed with a lot of other perhaps ingredients that aren't really contributing anything to health. But here again, some of the high sugar drinks and high fructose oriented corn syrup drinks are ones that probably try to keep away from as much as one can in order to maximize brain health. So orange juices, tomato juices, apple juices, blueberry juice, pomegranate juice, all of these are really good for brain health and can help maximize our mental capacities and our thinking clarity. For additional information, I would encourage you to please visit our website at www.cerebralhealth.com, and wish you good brain health and nutrition.